Right. Still busy solving triangles. Sin rule, cos rule. You'll only use the area rule when it says find the area or something about the area has been given. So in this case, they're asking me to find y. So y is not given. Are you with me? Well, no, actually nothing has been given. No, that's not true. They're giving it in terms of x, alpha, there's a beta. Okay, and then the first thing I taught you to go do, and I gave the y there. That was y, right?
Yes.
So the first thing I taught you to do is first go and find all of the angles. So if I have to go find all of the angles first, then which ones can I write down? Which one?
A1 is
That one's 90 minus beta. Here it is because some of the angles of a triangle. In that one there, do I have enough information? I've only got one angle. But I do know that they are on equal sides, so this will also be x. And then what about the angles? These two should be the same. The same namely what? 180 minus
Alpha divided by
alpha, but divided by 2. Now what is 180 minus alpha divided by 2? 90 minus half alpha if you want to. But if you want to leave it like that, it's perfect. 90 minus half alpha. Am I going to use all of that? Maybe sometimes I don't always use all of these things, but I do it so that I have it when I need it. So, all of the angles in the first triangle, all of the angles in the second triangle are there. They're trying to get me to find y. So, in this triangle where the y is, how many sides do I have? You don't have y, it's the one you want. So, how many sides do you have? Nothing. So, you need at least one. In this top triangle, how many sides do I have?
2.
2 of them. And I've got all the angles, so I can find whatever I want.
Yes.
So the side I want is the connecting side, namely AC. And to find that side AC, can I use the sin rule? Please say it's the sin rule because it's so much easier, especially with these large, in terms of variable sums. So I will say with the sin rule in triangle, ADC, I'm going to use the sin rule, write down the sin rule, and now I'm going to find AC. So I'm going to put the side at the top. Doesn't matter that I wrote the angles at the top when I wrote down the rule. Now I'm going to write the side at the top. So it's going to be AC at the top over sine alpha, AC over sine alpha, and then which side and which angle? Well, it doesn't matter because they're both the same. You with me?
Yes, ma'am.
So if I write those down, it's going to be x over the sine of 90 minus alpha over 2. And now I'm going to change my mind most probably because I have to teach you this. If I'm aiming for this, what do you think I should be working with?
Cos and 0.
Cos rule? What gives it away?
Oh,
Because there's a cos and the square root. How am I going to work with stuff that will get me to a square root and a cos if I don't work with it? Also, I'm starting to doubt whether I should use the sin rule because look at these angles. This is going to go poof puff, but then I'm going to have cos half an angle, which doesn't appear here. So I'm teaching you something through this trial and error. You can do the sin rule, but you're not going to get it in terms of that. You might still be able to, but I want you to look at the question that they asked. If they want it in terms of that, actually they're giving you hints. They're hinting that you should use the cos rule to get to something in a square root because the cos rule is a square, right? A side square, you'll get the side by putting it in a square root. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Is the maths incorrect here? No, but we're on the wrong track if they have given me and urged me to go into that direction. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
So let's go for the cos rule. That which we wrote is not wrong. But you have to look at what they're giving you. Actually, they're giving you the memo. They're telling you this is where you should be going. So if that's the case, then we should be working out AC with the cos rule. So you will be getting an answer, but it won't look like that. And that's what I asked. So you let yourself be led by the question. So in that case, I'm going to still find AC. And then it will be the two sides and the included angle. The two sides included angle, there's going to be x and x, which is both the same. And the included angle is cos of alpha. Starts looking a little bit better, but you can't exactly say for now. You're not far enough. Then I'll add them, because this is like terms.
Yes.
So you'll have AC square is 2x squared minus 2x squared cos alpha. Can I subtract that 2x squared and 2x squared? Just like it looks like you can. Why can you not subtract them?
Oh.
Order of operation says you can't subtract them. You must multiply first before you can subtract. So you cannot say that's gone and you're left with cos. Are you with me? But I need to get it in that direction. So I'm assuming they want me to say the AC is inside, is square rooted, so that this whole answer will be in a square root, which I'm going to use then in that right angle triangle to go further with my sum. But then to get, I'm also letting myself be led again to get to what's in the root there. What do you think happened?
Take out an AC.
You take out a 2x squared. And what's left?
1 minus cos alpha.
I'm getting there, but the 2x, the x squared is bothering.
X squared.
Okay, because remember, when we've got like x squared, y squared, k minus 1. Can we take some stuff out of the root? Because it's multiplication, you can. You can take the x squared out and it'll be just the x. And you can also even take the y squared out and it'll just be y. But inside of that root will k minus 1 will be there, even if it was a square. You can do nothing to this because it's not multiplication. Here, now that it's multiplication, you can take out whatever ones can come out of the square root when you square root it. And that's only going to be the x squared that's going to come out, but inside you'll still have the 2 and the 1 minus cos alpha, which is the length of AC. It's all these rules from exponent laws from the beginning of the year as well. Happy on this one? Starting to look like we're going somewhere.
Yeah.
But now we still have to go to triangle ABC to say, now I'm trying to find y. They could have just as well said AB instead of y. That I don't have. It's not in terms of y, so that's the one I want. So in that triangle, again, I go and I'd say, I'm not definitely going to write that over here. I have it now. So in this triangle, because remember, you always need to have at least 3 things to be able to work with sin rule or cos rule. There at the top, I had all the angles and 2 sides. I had plenty. Here at the bottom, I have no sides. But now that I've done AC, I've got the connector side, so I at least have 1 side, which you always have to at least have. Now, yesterday we did it with the sin rule. Can we still do the sin rule? Because we've got a pair, even if it's sin 90, which we know is 1. And then the other pair could be the beta and the y. But can I do it with grade 10 work?
Yes.
Because with grade 10, you'll be working with a beta angle here and saying this is opposite and this is hypotenuse. So for grade 10 work, you would have said the sin of beta would be y over AC. I know I have it. I'm going to put it in there just now. The other way of doing it was sin rule. You would have said y over sin 90 would be equal to the AC over sin. Oh, sorry, no, I'm doing it wrong. That one's the 90. Sorry, y over sin beta. And let's have a look at this. This is 1. So you're going to have y is equal to AC. Did I do this right? Sorry. Y over sin beta and AC over sin 90.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sin beta. Okay, and so that AC then will be equal to, AC, or Y will be equal, let me just do it the right way. AC times sin B would be equal to Y, and this will also still be AC times. It's the same thing, but that's not finished because we haven't substituted our AC yet. So whether it's grade 10 or sin rule, it's up to you. You have choices now. You can use the grade 10 stuff as well. I think that looks a little bit easier maybe. Just so you don't forget that sometimes you can use the grade 10 and it's much easier than working with the sin rule. So then you choose that. Then I still have to substitute the AC with x root 2, 1 minus cos alpha, and times with sin beta equal to y. Happy on that?
Yes,
I'm finished, am I not?
yes.
It's just not in the correct order. There is a x, there is a sin beta, but it's right at the back. And they've got y in the front. Let's just make them happy. Let's put the y in the front, and let's write all of that in the same order as they have it. First the x, then the sin beta, and then the root. Then they're happy, and I'm happy. 2, 1 minus cos alpha, and we never picked up a calculator. Happy on that?
Yes, ma'am.
Your homework sums is in your English textbook on page 184, number 4 and number 5.